So, fortunately, the players don't play based on what the viewer count is. They play based on the fact that they want to win, and they're gods at Starcraft. And it's Dark, a GSL finalist. And it's herO, another GSL finalist. And ladies and gentlemen, this game, these two guys they're not the latest GSL finalists, but out of the 4 guys we had today, they're the latest. And that kind of shows. That really, really shows. So hit up that Matcherino, use that coupon code, contribute to the prize pool. And, can you guys, hear everything fine, I hope? I'll put that microphone more in my face. Okay. Probe hatchery. Probe forces the hatch at the 3rd. Silly question, does he understand Korean? Unfortunately not. I know I should just take the time. I know I should just take the time in order to read Korean. In order to learn how to read Korean, it's doesn't take a ton of time from what I've heard. But at the same time, I know that I wanted to take a Korean language course, but there are none in my city. Because I do feel ignorant not reading Korean. It's kind of I'll say that it is very much an English privilege, regardless of how you feel about, oh, you're privileged about this and that, and it doesn't matter what. I'm not even going to get into that, but if you speak English as a home language, you are very, very lucky. And to not take advantage of that, you should learn other languages. Because it also makes you smarter. Uses your brain. Do I know kimchi? Are you just asking things that I know? Oksuk? A little bit of cheekiness going on in the chat while this adept harasses Dark a little bit. herO bringing the caliber of adept harassment that we should see. That adept should not be caught by Dark slings. Dark committing to 4 more lings. Gonna have 8 with speed. Like, guys, this is the opening that these guys would use when they're sussing each other out in a GSL finals. Very safe. Very tuned. Okay, 2 adepts coming in for herO. They should not commit to the shade. We've seen that a lot. Oracle now crossing the map. herO's got very good Oracle control. Gonna settle for a creep tumor, burn some energy. Can he get a drone and get out alive? He's actually gonna get 2. Oh my gosh, can he get 3? He gets 3. The tumor and gets out. That is ginormous. Okay, 2 adepts are caught, but then an Oracle comes in time to defend them at that 3rd base location that's now going up. Ooh, herO, I think herO's edging out the early game, that's for sure. 3 drones and a creep tumor, and those couple of lings. Okay, in come the lings, Oracle pulsar beams. He burns energy, but not too shabby. Phoenix gonna kill off that Overlord. Okay. 3 oracles are coming back as the third's under fire. One's gonna have to activate their beam. Actually, they all do. While this is going on, Adepts from herO made it into the main base of Dark. They're gonna commit their shade. A bit of miss micro there by herO. I'm not sure what else he was managing there, but those Adepts I think could have committed to somewhere else. Salvaging on the situation by Dark though as he cleans those up, losing 8 drones. That's quite a few, seeing as how he's only on 35, so he's been knocked down to 35, so I think this is definitely going herO's way. Dark committed to roaches, or a roach as well. I'm quite concerned here for Dark. herO's openings looked a little bit more crisp. And he's got way better results with it so far. Dark's droning. What sort of tech does he have on the way? Nothing but lings. He's got lings into the third. He's got lings into the natural. He's actually done a good job here, but I still don't think this is enough. I mean, it's 50 probes to 54 drones, and the Protoss that's after a solid minute of Zerg droning. I swear Dark is always behind on workers these days. Fortunately, that is one of the places where Dark shines the most. Being a player who's playing from behind, he's upping the ling harassment. Can we talk about herO's oracle count though, guys? 6-icles? Doesn't sound as good as 4-icle. But in a way it does sound better. 6 oracles I believe can kill a spore crawler as well. Is he going to go for one of those plays? He can just melt queens here too. Dead queen, dead queen. Oh, that's too soon. Dead queen. Okay, queens all dead thanks to those oracles. But the scaling on those is pretty darn good. That's going to be a hard one for Dark to come back, because he usually uses the queens as a comeback tool. Lots of roaches just fired up. Hydra's on the way. I mean, against oracles, roaches are pretty tanky. Against zealots, they're pretty darn good. So the composition from Dark isn't bad, but the economy, the blow he just took to his economy, I mean, look at this. The guy's playing with no queens. He's got 1 queen? 1 queen. He has not replaced any of those. What's his larva situation? 3. We may see Dark get bottlenecked here, but fortunately roaches are fairly cost to supply high. It's not like lings. Creeps being cleared out. Probably not going to be a whole lot more, thanks to the lack of queens. That's concerning for the Zerg. No creep. herO's expanding. Going to be going up to that big economy that he likes. Okay, Oracle's looking for damage. herO is Shark, and that's the power of 6 Oracles, that you can turn on the beam, kill a queen, kill a spore, kill a couple of hydras. Dark's been positioning himself well, though. He's been maxing out as well. This is why we've seen herO be going for some AoE. He can't get away with no AoE at this point, and I think Disruptors will do very well against hydras and roaches. Okay. Oracle's flying forward. Revelation goes down. Disruptor. No Nova. Oh, there's the Novas. Dark's going to commit forward. He has to split all of a sudden, though, as he targets down those Disruptors. But I think that's a pretty good fight there for the Zerg, as herO's Disruptors did not get the damage done they needed. He had to turn around, getting hit from multiple angles. All that static defense just got worn down. There's one Nova that goes off. That is a huge Nova. Does the second go off? No, the Disruptor gets picked off again. And all of a sudden, herO seems a little bit not confident in this fight. I'm not sure if he should have just committed there and tried to take the trade, but not taking the trade has really put him in a bad spot. Throwing down Stasis Wards, maybe he didn't have enough of those. I think he definitely could have thrown up more. Disruptor Nova's going to go out. We'll see if they can start to get that added value. Is there going to be another Disruptor Nova going out? There is, but oh, he almost hits most of his army there. herO's in a bit of a rough spot. Maybe he didn't expect the attack to come in this fast, this hard. He's losing lots of workers. He's going for a big old Zealot counterattack with this Prism Archons and Zealots in the main base of Dark. Hydras and Roaches are slow to rally out and deal with something like this, so we'll see if herO can keep this going, get the counter damage done. There's the army turned around from Dark, but that is a lot of damage there by herO. 7 drones, not nearly as many as he took, but a great way to counter it up, seeing as how he really threw the main and the natural into disarray and killed some units. Now he's going to come on in and hit the 4th. That's a big portion of Dark's economy. He turns around, though. I don't know if he can afford to turn around. Like, the supply is very even, and herO's is more cost efficient. Now, if Dark can just power out more Roaches, that's not going to be as easy. Okay, now he decides to go, and I'm not sure what changed. Nova's going out. Decent connection there. Another Nova's there. Gonna go out. Whiffs. Protoss has to turn around. Another Nova connects. Stasis Ward's doing work as well. That's a lot of Hydras in that Stasis. There's Roaches in the back as well. Prism's under fire. herO's got to take some good fights, and I think he should be able to with this composition. Like, this composition, I'm pretty sure beats Roach Hydra. What a game number 1 we have here for our epic best of 7 herO versus Dark. In comes herO. Disruptors are going to be able to fire at Novas. This is honestly a finals tier game from the GSL, guys. Okay, let's see. Stasis Ward catches another good chunk of that army. Disruptor shots are being microed by herO. Dark trying to counter micro them. A lot of the buffer has gone down, and so have the Disruptors for herO, but can he finish it off by warping in more Zealots? Stasis Ward connects with a lot of those Roaches that tried to surge forward. Stalkers are able to get pickoffs, and we're going to see if Dark's going to be able to hold on. He's the master of holding in situations like this. More units popping out of his Stasis Ward. Soon there'll be even more. He's lost 19 drones. He's on a low economy, but then again, so is herO. The Hydras are trading out against Archons. There's no Prism left to micro these. A Disruptor comes from the back end, connects with a couple of Hydras, but it looks like Dark has held on, maintained a supply lead, and now he may be able to counterattack. We shall see. This is where Dark is such a god. Oh my gosh, holding on against that attack. herO was doing a great job there committing. The Stasis Wards were on point. And now where does this game go from here? Both players on such low supply, trading so expertly. Resources lost within a stone's throw of each other. Okay, the army is just way bigger now, though, here for Dark. As long as he can dodge those Disruptor shots, the great equalizing Disruptor shots. Oh, he does a beautiful job. Not a single connection there. Okay, so the game's stabilizing. herO's trying to get up a 4th Nexus, which he needs. Dark's had that 4th for a while, so he's had the healthier economy. Yes, he has. It's always one of those things. One of the players sitting back is in the wrong, and I'm not sure which player it is. It's all really going to come down to the Disruptor shots. Dark's up on supply, splitting his army in 2 directions. The battery is a nice addition to defend this 4th base by herO. If he can bait Dark into attacking in there, that will do him very well. Okay, Dark's going to go on in. He figures this is it. This is his moment. There's plenty of disruptors here, though. One good connection goes off. The units on the left side a little bit too choked up. How are the splits from Dark? They're decent. I don't know if they're good enough, though. Archon's really buffering as well. There's the battery overcharge. Going to heal up these Archons. As it stays alive, the Nexus is going to go down for herO, so maybe Dark can retreat, but I think he's in too deep from this one. Supplies are going to even up. The battery overcharge just makes this fight way, way better there for the Protoss. Beautiful Novas connecting for herO, and Dark's supply has plummeted. Now all of a sudden he's got to make a masterclass defense happen again. On lower supply. Fortunately, he's got 13 Hydras on the way, so he's actually going to have a very high count. Guns down that Archon very quick, and all of a sudden, with no Archons, herO's army is not looking as good as it used to be. So while Dark ate some big shots there, he's still in a decent position because he got that Nexus. So these guys continue to be equally matched. Oh my gosh, guys. This is fantastic. Okay, Hydras and Roaches coming in for a counterattack by Dark. Gonna force a recall from herO, get some of those disruptors into position, prevent the commitment. Fourth base on the way up again. Dark doesn't have anything to attack this. If he sent a few units down there, then that would have been good, but of course, you can't know the Protoss is not in position there. Okay, Dark now coming on into this location towards the third base. There's so many disruptors on the left side, though. Is there splits? Oh my gosh, the disruptor connections were freaking disgusting. And now there's a battery that's going to overcharge these stalkers, so basically Dark's entire army has just become moot. There's an Archon that's going to get picked off. Dark somehow accidentally brought drones or was running drones from harassment. More disruptor shots going off. I mean, herO's going to start to lose some workers during this to Hydras, which are very quick at killing them, but then there's the main fight, and I think Dark might have eaten one too many disruptor shots. Yeah, there's just so many. They've been getting such value for herO at this point. A minute ago, resources lost were almost dead even. Now herO's ahead by about 4,000. And that is about, that's probably around 4,000 worth in disruptor shots. Maybe not that many, but definitely a lot. And with herO keeping his fourth base up, Dark is just trading with a less ideal unit composition. The disruptor count is still decently high for herO. I think he must have lost a couple more, but look at how few units Dark has. And even Dark, the master of it, can't drag that out any longer. GG, herO takes game number 1 in what was an amazing match there. Oh my gosh, that was insane. You don't get simple games when you get two guys like this. And these guys are both so good. They're at the top of their game right now. This is the best Afrika World lineup we've ever had, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Hit up that Matcherino, guys. The higher the prize pool via those coupon codes, the more likely these guys are going to come back. Looks like LaughNgamez killed Falcon. No, the Falcon flew away. He'll be back, potentially, depending on how long this series goes. Yeah. He cast the first majority of the event. In the top right, now we got Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Dark. And it's his teammate, herO. So these guys are on a team, too. They're on a team, guys. They're friends. Okay, Nexus on the way here for herO. Probe Scout, usual stuff. The natural base has been taken by the Zerg. How lucky of Dark. Okay, guys. I know herO's up 1-0, so it's a little late to ask this. But who do you think's gonna win? Is Dark gonna bring it back after that 6-city hold? I think the question is, which player will fight harder? That's a big factor in these online cups. Like, is Dark a little tilted that he's down 0-1 in an online cup? Is he just gonna go, oh, yeah, whatever? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's gonna give it his all. And so hero's gonna have to fight tooth and nail for every next match. If I had to predict who's gonna win, based on results, I mean, it's obvious. Even when it was 0-0. I think I'd have to go with Dark. If it was 0-0, but with herO up 1-0, I'll say herO now. Lame question, lame answer. Not lame games. Phoenix on the way here for herO. Not going right into that Oracle. That 6 Oracle play he went for was... I'm gonna make the pun. It was sick. 6. Okay, a Roachhorn on the way for Dark. I think this is a little bit earlier than Zergs usually go for it. As far as, like, what's the consensus, but then again, the meta may have shifted a little bit. 35 drone Roachhorn. Overlord goes down to the Phoenix. First unit to die this game. This Overlord's probably going to be the second one. I don't know if this guy's going to be saved here. All that Phoenix has to do is shimmy right and avoid the queen shots. It's gonna be close. Ooh. Lucky Overlord. And yeah, roaches are on the way, lings are on the way. This is getting aggressive here, and Dark is going for the throat. And herO is woefully unprepared. He's got another pylon on the way, which is good, but he does not have a battery on the way. He's got a Twilight, no Robo, no real units to his name. herO has not scouted this. The queens are so far out trying to save yet another Overlord. I think hero's a little bit blindsided, or a little bit blinded by his desire to kill this Phoenix. And all of a sudden, in comes Dark with the attack. He's going to hit the third. He's got Ravagers. There's 3 Oracles with plenty of energy, though. That, of course, is a big factor in this. Ravager's going to try and break this wall. They're going to open it up with that Corrosive Ball. But then, yeah, the Oracles just have so much energy. They're going to tear right through. This Pylon's going to get unpowered. So the batteries are not able to do anything. And now just this Flood is going to kill off the third base of herO. It looks like the Oracles, what's their energy like? They've burnt most of it. They're crossing the map now. And so, yeah, all of a sudden, herO's down to 2 bases. The natural can potentially be broken. I see Falcon is back indeed. Welcome back. We'll get
herO won 2 games in a row against Gumio?
Yes, he did.
Nice.
Okay, Ravager's tossing down Corrosive Balls. Battery overcharge going to keep the Stalkers alive. Did Dark get enough damage done with this? It's tough. It's tough to say, because, I mean, he's on a low drone count, and herO's going to have, like, 8-gate blink behind this to potentially counter-strike. The Oracles as well, their value can't be overstated. Once again at a 4-oracle.
The old Oracle.
Okay, so herO's going to re-establish up this third base. Let me turn on the camera for you there, Falcon, so you can see what we're doing. Can you see?
I can.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Awesome. I can see now. Fantastic. So what do we got? It's 106 supply for the Zerg, 86 supply for the Protoss. Workers are about average, about even.
Yeah, Dark went for quite an early attack against herO, killed the third, but herO held on. And now it's one of those situations. Is killing just the base enough damage? It's tough to say.
Oh, don't get through. Thinking about it, just going for some easy kills here, trying to kill some probes, doesn't get one there. Man, is that third base killable with that number of wings?
There's a battery and a cannon. I don't... maybe later, after hero's out of position a little bit.
If he catches those stalkers in between, that's bad news, Bears. But sneaking up the left side, we got herO with his foracles.
Yeah, the foracles.
Here we go. Okay, got the roaches in there. Again, the oracles will burn those down pretty quickly. The lings did decide to kind of go for it and then back out. Too many stalkers, too much shield battery, too much cannon support there. Probes can also fight for their own lives. Charges on the way. Robotic support bays on the way. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff happening here for herO. And if Dark's just on roach tech, he's going to have a hard time.
Yeah, it's a lot of roaches he's got, though. The stalkers use their blink. They have to recall instantly. Quick thinking by herO saves them. Oracles activate their hate beams and start cooking up those roaches.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, 4 of them burn down a roach so fast. You think roaches as kind of tanky units.
You do. You
Not
think
really.
You think of them being pretty resilient against oracles, but no.
116 to 50 army supply, though. And, like, look at that as oracles. It aren't like... Queens are coming along here, too, man. Dark loves his queen walks today.
He does.
Corrosive Vials! Almost killing one of the oracles there. Did you get one? I'm not entirely sure, but... The debris is definitely going to die. Were both players helping each other there? I don't know. But absolutely coming right on in. Stasis catches some of those lings, splitting against a potential another stasis here. Also, disruptors are out, so pre-splitting versus that too. This is a tough position here for herO, but I'm not sure the Dark wants to go in there.
No, the battery overcharge threat at the back, the disruptors as well. Very threatening. Nova's going to get tossed on down. They get decent connections. Is this an overcommitment by herO? He blinks back. 2 more disruptors pop out.
Nova's catching 2 Ravagers there. That's big. Ravagers are not cheap at all. Zealot gets caught on the way out. It's 76 to 60 army supply. All of a sudden, Dark was at 150. Where did it all go?
I think the answer is disruptors for the most part. And expert targeting on the stalkers with herO just taking amazing fights here. Another Nova goes out. The disruptor gets a connection even though it was almost dead. It killed 7 units there.
Wow. Dude, what a sick hold there. Dark went for the Roach Ravager tech, and the disruptors came out just in time. Basically shut it down. It is so hard to split Roaches and Ravagers versus Purification Novas. Banging Nest on the way here from Dark. +1 melee, +2 missile attack. Army supply is basically even, which is because roaches are not very efficient supply. And herO is trying to end the game right here. Zealots killing 2 drones, killing a spore crawler that's being built. Purification. Oh, okay. So blinking forward to protect the disruptors.
Oh yeah. The Novas are getting decent connections. There's a lot of Zerg here. herO's got to retreat. He's getting damage done at the 4th, and killing the 4th is going to be a big, big blow.
Yeah, murders it straight up there. That was pretty easy for those Zealots, for sure. Base goes down. We're down to a 3-basing Zerg versus a 3-basing Protoss, with a 4th base warping in for herO at that 9 o'clock position. So that is absolutely horrendous stuff there. Mitsuo says, Dark is trained for this, and he's choking in the finals, just like Maru. I don't know, man. Maru's won a bunch of GSL finals.
For the record, Mitsuo knows very little about Pro Starcraft.
Ah, well, that's fair.
He just makes bold assumptions based on what he's seen in a Freako world and the odd tournament.
Reasonable stuff. All right, so Corrosive Vials trying to catch those oracles, but it would take a bad Protoss player to lose into that.
Oh, again, Dark striking
nice
back.
little run by and forces a recall, which again is always
Is that
pretty
enough? He recalled? Okay, with the Zealots it should be, but that's a beautiful position for the
Zealots are
Roach
stuck.
Ravager.
And the Zealots are coming through one at a time. That's not what they want to do. They want to hit all at the same time. They're getting that surround. Bit of a push into that third base. The fourth base is getting attacked here too. I think Dark is overstaying his welcome, and bam, herO gets the 2-0 lead in our best of 7 finals here. Looking absolutely terrifying. Wow. That was fantastic play by him.
Yes, I can turn off that stream, save the PC. The third map is going to be Tropical Sacrifice, which is an awesome map name.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. Discord, how do I snap this back in? This? No.
Oh.
Right click.
Falcon has temporarily disappeared. And he's back.
I tried to snap it back into the Discord because I popped it out to watch your stream and I couldn't get it back in, and I did something and then it ended the call, so we're back. Oh, Discord.
Discord.
You're silly sometimes. Oh, now my camera's all messed up over there. Annoying. Oh, you got it. All right, cool. So we're on Tropical Sacrifice. herO leads 2-0, and he is in the top right. Looking great. It's herO.
And in the bottom left, it's Dark.
Ciao. All right, man. Dark's got to be feeling a lot of pressure here. Being down 2-0 in a best of 7 is not a good place to be. Going down 3-0 is effectively game over. Reverse sweeps do happen, but they're very rare. So winning this game for Dark, he just needs to pull out some incredibly strong performances here.
Yeah, I feel like Dark's one of those players who just doesn't care how far behind in a series he is, though.
Just doesn't bother him.
No, he's like, all right, I'm going to be the champ. And then until he loses, and then he's like, wait, what?
He's like, how did I get here? This doesn't make any sense at all.
I was completely blind to the events that transpired before this.
Yes.
It's the way that he plays. He's so confident. It makes it seem like that.
I believe it.
And that's part of the reason why I like Dark.
God, I mean, who doesn't like Dark? Who's like, man, I hate Dark so much? Maybe they hate that Zerg is really good right now in the meta, but like, you can't hate Dark.
Yeah, Dark hasn't even been one of the Zergs who's been stomping as much. Hate Rogue and Raynor and Serral.
Serral for sure. Yeah, those guys are the mean ones. Dark's the nice one of the 4 horsemen of the Zerg.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do we call them? Can't call them the 4 horsemen because that's the 4 Terrans, right?
Something to do with bugs.
Yeah, the 4 cockroaches. The 4 brine shrimp. The 4...
Did you just say brine shrimp?
Yes. Brine shrimp are what we actually have in the Great Salt Lake here in Utah.
Oh.
They're weird, weird little bugs.
Do they? I take it they don't taste good, huh?
No.
They're little bugs. They're not like regular shrimp.
They're small, and they live in salt, like super salt water, because the Great Salt Lake doesn't have an outlet. So.
Oh, okay.
They're not really for eating. No. When they die off, it creates a stink. Like they die off by like the thousands, and like they're rotting little small corpses. The smell carries across the whole valley. It's a good time. Brine shrimp are gross. Now you know. Ooh, the 4 Broodlords. I like that, Phoenix. Calling the 4 Zergs the 4 Broodlords.
Yeah. We could call them the Queens.
Yeah, we could do that. 4 Queens. There's a Brood War player whose name is Queen. Used to go by Zero, then he changed his name to
Oh.
Queen. Because he's good with queens. It makes a lot of sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah. Oracle on the way from herO. Who's surprised by the Oracle opening? Raise your hand. Nobody. Nobody's raising their hand. Yeah. It's going to be the Oracles. Man, he just makes them good. It's not quite to the extent, but remember when Beyond made Reapers look utterly unstoppable? And then Blizzard was like, okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
Yeah. I don't know that herO's made Oracles look that good. But man, he makes them look a lot better than they have for the entire history of the unit.
Yeah.
Although there was that one time they were broken.
That was
and Master
fantastic.
Oracle was like burning entire hatcheries down in 2 seconds.
Well, they were always broken. People just figured out how broken they were.
Yes. Right. And they figure... Who was that?
I think it was Haas at first, and then
Haas.
every Protoss under the sun.
Yeah. And then Blizzard was like, this has been broken for years.
No, it was some guy on Reddit, and he was shaming Blizzard. Like, Blizzard, I looked at your code. It's frigged.
It, like, wasn't applying what it was supposed to apply to the damage type versus buildings, and just completely ignoring certain sections of the code. Yeah, it was pretty gross. I will never forget. What was that, like 2016? There was some tournament. I don't know what it was.
Neeb was good around then. I remember that.
Yeah. Yep. And then Haz was just like 17 oracles. Blah, blah, blah. Everything was dying. And you're like, how does this make any sense at all? And then it didn't.
Well, I think Haas took it to the extreme because, like, all the other Protoss were like, hey, okay, memes aside, this is actually pretty good what Haas is doing. So
Yeah.
then they started doing what Haas was doing, but then doing it better than Haas. But Haas still wanted to stick out, so he just started making even more oracles.
I mean, it was just mass oracle. The end. The end.
Speaking of
Truly
the end,
incredible
it's a
stuff.
Nidus Worm.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you.
I dig it.
I'm
Look
always
at
a
this.
fan
Look
of
at all
Nidus.
this room for a Nidus Worm.
There is, but I feel like oracles will burn it down so fast.
That's why you bring the sisters.
What?
The queens, the sisters.
No, but I mean, when it's coming up, but it's not getting spotted, so we're good.
Oh yeah, if he spotted it, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a sound herO did not want to hear right now.
All of a sudden, herO goes retro.
He goes, hold on, I'm out on the map. I'm not here to defend this at all. Quick, warp in some stalkers, quick.
Yeah, that one pylon needs to stay alive till Blink is done, and then maybe herO can hold on. His third base is going to be harassed too.
Yeah, the chrono boost means that Blink will finish for sure. Dude, second Nidus pops up. But these Lings are being stupid. Go around the outside, dummies. There we go. So they're going to kill the pylon, but it's really too late to do anything. Blink is done. 22 probes have died. But
Blink Stalkers are pretty good, particularly in
Blink
herO's
Stalkers are
hands.
insanely good in the hands of a good Protoss. Oh, he's throwing down creep tumors in here too. This sucks. Every Protoss is like, Ben here, this is not a good time.
Okay.
So yeah, all this production's gonna die. The Nexus is probably gonna die. The Dark decides he's not gonna win with this. So let's put down an infestation pit. I suppose. Yeah, Blink Stalkers are just focusing. Lings coming out. They force the Stalkers back. If that's what Lings do, they chow down on
The
Stalkers.
trades are insane though from herO. Like he's not been losing Stalkers here.
Not really. One or two here or there. That warp gate dying sucks. Go back to the secondary Nidus.
Oh, whoops!
Get
my
in.
mouse is dying. Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay.
So what do we got? It's 87 to 70 supply in favor of Dark. He's got like 20 more workers than herO does.
Yeah.
Army value is about the same, and herO needs to get some damage done.
He's got Blink Stalkers. He's warping in Zealots too, which I love to buffer. I mean, against just Lings and Queens, that's going to be pretty good. Oracles as well.
Yep, Oracle staying back. Link trying to get that surround. The Blink says no.
Okay,
Absolutely
he
not.
tosses down a pylon, seeing as how he does not have a warp prism. Stalker's going to try and trade out. There's a surround by the Lings, but the Oracles can activate their pulsar beams, push those Lings away while the Stalkers trade with the Queens, and that's a lot of damage getting done. That's a lot of Dark's army being whittled down by herO.
Yeah, 56 to 50 army supply. herO's taking the lead there now. Roach is coming in. I'm not sure if that's what we want exactly, but I don't know. They're a little tankier than everything else that's going on here. And yeah, he's just blinking those wounded stalkers back so perfectly.
He's so good at it.
Yeah, herO didn't win a GSL by being bad at blink stalker micro. I can tell you that much. Blink, 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 blink.
Getting a lot of slices down on those Zerglings while the stalkers retreat and take all the focus. And oh my gosh, I think herO does it. He blinks forward. He just crushes Dark. How does he do that? He microed every single stalker perfectly.
Because he's a GSL champion.
That was ridiculous.
Man. herO is a monster. He just is. He is like the Protoss hope right now. Blink Stalker, good unit. Especially in the hands of somebody like herO. Alright, so we got another map pick coming up here. Thanks for the star balloon. An ad balloon. I don't know what that is. Sounds cool, though.
I think you get it from watching ads.
And you can donate it.
Yes.
Alright. We're going to be on Cosmic Sapphire for game number 4 here. And, yeah, I mean, anti-Zerg fans rejoice. I think you are on the precipice right now.
Yeah, DRG is going to play herO in the GSL in like a week or two. 2 days, actually.
Yeah, I might want to watch this.
I don't know if he does. It might just make him scared.
I need to figure out how to deal with herO's blink stalkers. They're unkillable.
He's gonna be like, I've only got 2 days, man. That's not enough time.
I don't know. Maybe do what Dark did to Classic against herO and see what happens. I don't know, man. Has Dark tried that? Has he tried the proxy hat shenanigans in this series?
No, he hasn't. That's not a bad idea.
That's weird, right? He does it against Classic 2 games in a row, and then 3 games in a row versus herO. He's like, nah. It won't work.
Maybe he knows herO knows how to deal with it.
Entirely possible. It's like, All right, Cosmic Sapphire, we're here, top left. It's our dude. He's Dark.
Yay.
Yay!
And herO.
Yeah, this is the exact map he did it on, too. So, I mean...
Yeah, he did it on 2 maps, though.
He did, but he did it on this one for sure.
I think against Classic it might have been one of those things, like, that it's a build you can beat a lesser Protoss with, but not necessarily, like, a god-tier Protoss like herO.
Oh. Oh. So, just disrespecting Classic, then.
I want to say, yeah, like, I mean... He kind of bopped him in the first game, right? And then he's like proxy hatch in the second.
And it worked. And he was like, oh, I can do this again, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably how that went.
Okay, so how does Dark bring this back? He's got 4 games to win against the GSL champ. It's going to be a tall order, but if anyone can do it, it's Dark.
Yeah, like you said, if he's just not keeping score and every game is a new game.
Yeah,
good way to play.
Yeah, and that's really how he's been playing it. Like the last game, he went for an awesome build, and it just, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he should have tried to transition sooner once he realized that herO had blink. Like, okay, I'm not going to get too much more done, and transition, yeah, sooner.
Well, and maybe with some more awareness, he could have killed that pylon and stopped blink from happening at all.
That's true, definitely.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, no blink in that game, basically.
Yeah. I mean, there are just definitely certain upgrades that make units about 1 billion times better than they otherwise are. Like speed for Zerglings makes them 100 times better.
Yeah.
And blinks for Stalkers makes them 100 times better. And charge for Zealots. Like, there are just certain upgrades that the unit might as well be entirely different. Before they get their upgrade versus after they get their upgrade, man.
You're very right about that.
Anyway. Zavahuaz. robotics facility coming in pretty quick here from herO.
Yeah, he went robo opening. Did he? No. That was classic who went robo opening. And it did not work.
Yeah. No, it did not work out.
Because it's not the most common opening.
Right.
And he's gonna go for a robo base, so probably the disruptor drop like classic. We'll see if he's gonna do a better job of it or not. Seeing as how he's herO, he probably will.
Probably will. JLC 1010 in chat saying, go herO! Got somebody rooting for the Protoss here for sure. I mean, most people, honestly, at this point. From what I'm seeing in chat, nobody's actively rooting for Zerg at this point. So
No.
Which is, you know, it stands to reason. Zerg's had a pretty solid run in professional tournaments over the last couple of years.
Don't root for Zerg though. Root for Dark.
Yeah, root for Dark. He didn't do anything wrong. He just chose Zerg like 8 years ago. That's all he did. All right, Warp Prism gets totally scouted because it's used to kill his Overlord, so worth, I guess. There's your Disruptor, and there's your Warp Prism speed.
Yeah, as the Zerg, you gotta know that this is gonna be a Disruptor, right?
Yeah.
It's a reasonable assumption, because Protoss doesn't go for like 3-gate Prism things often these days.
No, not at all. I mean, we saw what Dark did against Classic. He threw down a Spire, he went Mutas, and Classic was like, oh. So, again...
Yeah, he doesn't have a lair on the way, though.
He doesn't. And he didn't get his... I mean, his lair wasn't done super fast either when he was doing it against Classic.
Instead, he's got 1,000,000 lings on the way.
Mm-hmm. That's what he had. He had 1,000,000 lings to deal with the Disruptor. That's what forced the pickup before that Nova hit, remember? He had enough lings to do that. But maybe these are offensive lings?
I think this is the offensive lings.
Well, here comes the Warp Prism to the south side. Queen's pushed that away, though. Yeah, so it took maybe... Oh, almost all of its shield is gone.
Yeah, that'll take a minute to regen fairly quickly.
Yeah, not bad.
This is why this build seems so odd, though.
Yeah.
The Prism can save 2 of those Adepts, and he does, but what has he got done with this so far? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
And
0 things.
Now there's 1,000,000 Zerglings coming his way. He's got no shield battery either.
And, ooh, he gets a Nova hit on 3 drones. That's something. The Lings just need to face smash here. It's only Stalkers in the wall. They suck against Lings.
Smash. There we go. Sentry, Warp, and Force.
Okay, so at least he forced some sentries back home. Warp Prism continuing to shark around that 12 o'clock position. Trying to see what it can do here. The Adepts are still a minor threat. Creep spreading to all corners of his main base. We can deal with this. The Adepts finished that Shade.
Oh, yeah.
There's only... Oh, he's going to lose the Adept to Lings. Okay, didn't really have to do that, did you? But 6 drones down is not a joke. Warp Prism being very fast. Yeah, 6 drones down. It's 54 to 45 workers for Dark here. He is going for that lair. So there's the lair, and there's the Colossus, and there are 2 Stalkers out for herO. So he didn't, you know, completely neglect anti-air here. Not that he needs it now, obviously, because the lair's not even done yet, and Spires take forever to finish. Ling's going to jump onto that 3rd base of herO, though. There's a Colossus, which means get out. Lings are good, but not against certain things. JLC says, Phoenix is right, Zerg is wrong. Everyone should just be Terran and build battlecruisers. Battlecruiser is a fun unit for sure. Templar Archives is on the way. JLC is one of my subs, and he always requests Battlecruiser replays from my channel.
A man with refined tastes, I see.
Yes, exactly. Dark's taking a 4th base. He's going Roach Warren. His lair is finished. He's not tossing down a Spire. He's got the money for it, but maybe he recognizes that Stalker count's a little bit too high. Archons are coming in here too, which are a pretty darn good answer to Mutas. And yeah, herO's just rebuffing every attempt Dark has of getting anything done here. He made those Lings and they've gotten basically 0 value.
Yeah, we're going to have to see a lot of Roaches here from Dark, because he's going to have to stop this attack. It's going to be Zealots, Archons, and the Colossus, and that is definitely not what Lings can deal with, so gonna definitely need to see a lot of Roaches here. Disruptors go out, pick off 2 Queens with lots of energy, and this is looking like a very lethal attack by herO. Dark's making the Roaches. I mean, he's got 6 out now. He's making more, but the transfuses, or the force fields, pardon me, make him sweat a little bit. Disruptor's getting too far forward, but then the Zealot Swarm comes on in, and oh my gosh.
Saved it!
There's just so much Protoss. The Zerg is being Zerged.
Yeah, okay, Banelings to deal with the Zealots is going to help immensely here. Roach is cleaning up what's left. 6 drones did go down. A huge warping of Stalkers. herO's absolutely favorite unit in the world. This 3rd base is going to die, but remember the 4th base is to the north here from Dark, so he can afford to lose this and not quite be totally dead. 68 to 61 armor supply for Dark. He's making more Roaches. He's getting Roach speed, which really helps when you're microing against these hits, and full Ravager goes down there. Banelings connecting on Stalker is not exactly what you want. Another Nova kills 3 Roaches.
Ouchie.
This is brutal. And herO's like, you know, job well done. Got a Warp Prism, still continuing Shark around that south side. Might try to bounce into the natural base of Dark. With the Disruptors.
Oh.
And no, I mean, that is fully spotted and responded to.
herO did not know about the 4th base of Dark, so he left that go, even though he could have potentially picked that off as well. He's now just macroing up behind this, but not really transitioning, so just more Disruptors, +2 on the way. We'll see if he's going to go for a 4th, or just going for another killing blow or not.
Ooh, I can see a Disruptor shot being really good right there.
Yeah.
He's going to try it.
There's only like...
Roaches hanging out.
Is he doing it?
He just went so far onto the creep.
This prism's so quick, though. It's comical.
It is. Okay, well, nothing doing there. And then the pickup range. Adding the pickup range to the Warp Prism, not anyone's really favorite thing. So Blink's on the way. herO says, yes, the Stalkers are good, but they can be better. Getting +2 attack for those guys. Really trying to set up for a 4th base on this right side too. Probe says, yes, absolutely. Pylon first, next to 2nd.
The lack of anti-air is just allowing this prism to fly around indefinitely.
Yeah, I'm really... Okay, free queen. Just throw down a Spire? I don't know, man. I feel like it'd be pretty good.
Ooh, Prism took a lot of heat from that Spore Crawler there.
Yeah, Spore Crawler did a ton of damage. Infestation Pit's on the way from Dark. So maybe a Fungal slowing it down? I don't know, man. Maybe Dark's just not worried about the Warp Prism. But he should be worried about this attack moving across the map. Archon, Zealot, Stalkers, Colossus. Okay, 1 Colossus. Disruptors.
Okay, lots of Banelings. He's going to try and clear this Protoss army out with them. Banes do get pretty solid connection.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. A bunch of those Zealots died. Or there's like 1 Zealot remaining there. Disruptors not taking serious hits. Baneling speed finishes, which is always nice. More Zealots taking serious hits there. Archon goes down, fleeing from the disruption. They do not get hit by that, which is nice. And herO says, don't like what I see. Let's just pull back, defend our base. And Dark takes the opportunity to do some macroing up of his own, working on upgrades. 10 more Banelings, too.
Yeah, he definitely needs
Banelings
more.
The answer here?
He definitely needs more Banes, I think. Like, I mean, it's Gateway units and Archons. There's only 3 Archons, though. And he can't take a prolonged fight against the Disruptors or he'll just lose, so...
Yeah. He could really use some abducting, honestly.
Yeah,
like a couple Vipers would be huge.
Oh, they'd be huge, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not doing that because he can't, because he needs actual attacking units right now.
Okay, Banelings hit lots of the Stalkers there, but then the bulk of the Disruptors just gets bigger and bigger. More and more Novas getting tossed out. The Archons tanking, just making the Banelings take an awkward path. Dark's really trying here, but I think you may be right. He's going from the rear, getting us around, but then there's not enough DPS.
Yeah, and the Disruptor's getting massive hits here. It's 77 to 59 total army supply right now. Just Disruptors, man. Disruptors in the hand of a good Protoss are just so hard for Zerg to deal with if they're going this Roach stuff.
Yeah.
And if you try to go any Lings, the Colossus just chews you up. This is a really good comp. This is 32 kills on that Colossus.
Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous.
I mean, Purification, Nova's connecting and everything. We're pulling the boys here to defend, and when that happens, you know the Zerg player's at the end of his rope. GG, herO.
GG, just like that. herO 4-0's Dark, and I mean, Dark fought every single game there, but herO frankly just looked better. That was insane.
100%. I mean, as Chad is saying, Viper Lurker would have beat that.
It would.
For sure, Viper Lurker would have been massively good, but he went too heavy into the roaches with the Banelings too. Didn't tech up fast enough, far enough, and just got absolutely toasted. A big part of that too is he made all those lings to go harass on the other side. Didn't get anything done with it at all. I don't think he killed a single unit, a single building, so that slowed him down economically. And then he had to deal with the warp prison that slowed him down, and I don't think he ever actually killed that. So, yeah, I mean, overall, just a beautifully executed PvZ 4.0 series from herO. What do you expect from someone who won the most recent GSL? I think we expect that level of play. He was a master.
We do, yeah. Beautifully done there. And that was an awesome tournament. We had Dark versus Classic, Dark showing us how good he was. And then we kind of have the next step up of herO showing us how good he is by stomping Dark after Dark stomped Classic. So
yeah, herO's the evolution.
Yes, he is.
The evolution of Protoss, for sure.
And yeah, that was great. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning into this Afrika World. It's always fun to do these. Make sure to go ahead and check out Falcon Paladin and I on YouTube, on Twitter.
Yeah, we're just search Falcon Paladin, search LaughNgamez. We're on social media platforms and streaming platforms and everything else under the sun. So check us out. We'll be back in another couple weeks, probably, with another one of these. And thanks to everybody, especially who donated to the Matcherino out of their own pocket, like Phoenix of War helped us out with that. John Solo came through too. And then also those who just claim the free codes that you can throw at these players for free too. They appreciate it as well.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you guys at the next one.
Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. And goodbye.
Bye-bye.